मधुमन् मे निष्क्रमणं मधुमन् मे परायणं वाचा वदामि मधुमन् भूयान्सं मधुसन्दृशः. Respected Panditji and adorable parents and brothers and sisters. Today here in a homely atmosphere and with a very loving atmosphere, it is not bad to discuss, rather to give a lecture. And as I know, you all of us are the leaders of Arya Samaj, the good workers of Arya Samaj, and you are Arya Samajis since your childhood. I take you like the workers of Arya Samaj, the Pracharak, the missionaries of Arya Samaj. And I am also, since my early childhood, working in Arya Samaj, working for Arya Samaj, and enjoying the work, the missionary work. And I feel I am a very lucky person, and we all of us are really very lucky and blessed to be with Arya Samaj. Many of us also, they want to do something, but unfortunately they could not get anything, something like Arya Samaj and the Vedas itself. To me, those are very fortunate people who have come very close to Vedas, those who listen the Veda mantras and their explanations, and those are following the Vedic path. To me, they are really very lucky and the most wisest people in this world. Though our path is ideal, though our text is ideal, though our mission is ideal, because we are human beings, we are not that ideal. Our way is perfect, our path is perfect, our mission is perfect, but we are the followers of the mission. So, in a way, I want to say, our ultimate goal is to be a true Arya, but still we are not true Aryans. That is our ultimate goal. We all want to be Arya first and make others Arya. We first want to be noble and then we want to the whole world noble. This is what our mission is. And everybody of us is somewhere, on the way. Somewhere on the way. None of us is at this, none two of us are, say, at the same level. We are either up or down, up or down, up or down. So, our level of being Arya is not the same. We are different. Say, you may be in 8th class, someone may be in the 10th class, some may be in the 12th class, some may be in MA, some may be in PhD, or someone may be more above than that level of Arya. The meaning is, the qualities of Aryans, we don't possess equally. We are different. Many of us are good in something and bad in something. So we are all different. But somehow we are the perfect Aryan people, and what we say, what we do is always right and must be right. In a way, we take ourselves the perfect. Unfortunately, we are not the perfect and we cannot be the perfect. Only God is perfect in this world. There are two things. One is the level of, say, knowledge. Knowledge level, we are different. Another, you take age level, we are different. Then you take health level, we are different. Then you take experience level, we are different. Then you take quality level, we are different. Say, for example, say anger or say greed, inequality, say. We are different level of anger, we are different level of greed, and everybody has to again go up and try to reach that ideal stage to be a nice person, to be a noble person in this world. And that is a very hard thing, basically, that needs a lot of spiritual practice, that needs a lot of energy, time, effort, and then only we can reach up to that level. Therefore, in the Vedas it is said, there is a mantra recently I was explaining, Yan me chidram. The mantra says, O Almighty God, we are all ordinary human beings. However scholar, however, powerful you are, still we are all ordinary people. We are not rishis, we are not yogis, we are not saints, we are not seers. We just follow the path of the Vedas, that's it. Somehow because of our past good karmas, somehow we are following the Vedic path. But we are just the followers, we are not the saints and seers, we are not the yogis, basically. We all, including myself, I know how many weaknesses we have in our life. And this Veda mantra says, you and me don't know, basically. What are the follies, what are the demerits, what are the drawbacks in our life. And how much ignorance we have, we don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know why and how we all, not you and me in Arya Samaj, no, in the whole world, every human being thinks he is better than other, he is perfect, and very few of us basically knew this fact that none of us is perfect and we need to learn every day. And because of this reason, now the education process is stopped. We don't learn. Whatever we learned in the childhood, now you and me, we don't think that we have to learn and we have to improve ourselves. And this mantra, we don't know. Yan me chidram. Whatever hole, whatever drawbacks, whatever the black spots are in my life, I don't know. And really speaking, only God knows that. Only God. Many times what happens in our practical life, you know what drawback is in my life. I know what you should do. You know what I should do. But I myself and you yourself don't know what you should do and what myself should do in my life. So that's why we all the time keep on criticizing others, sometimes in love, sometimes in hatred. Say for example, parents all the time say criticize children out of love, to teach them, to improve them, because we know what children should do, what children should know. But we ourselves, being parents, being teachers, being leaders, being say any person, we ourselves never think what I myself learn in our life. And this is the very important thing we are going to miss when we follow the path of spirituality. When you come to spirituality, our first understanding is I have to learn a lot. I have to improve a lot within. I am just nothing. I have to improve a lot. And lots of people are better than me in many things. And I have to improve myself. Unless and until we know our ignorance, we cannot learn. Unless and until you be a disciple, you cannot be a teacher. And in this world, there are lots of teachers, but there are very few students. Very few students. Nobody wants to be a student. Everybody wants to be a guru, a teacher. And the result is nobody is learning. There is no learning process now. It is said, wherever there is a student, there is a teacher. The number of students is less and the number of teachers is more. Because very few people have realized that they have some ignorance and they need to learn. And many of us, they think that we are the teachers. We all are the teachers. And who can teach us? No way. How? He cannot teach me. He cannot teach me. She cannot teach me. I am already taught properly and there is no one in this world above me. This kind of ignorance is to me is a major problem in this world, that we don't learn anything. Basically, we speak a lot, but when we come to practice, we fail. As brother was telling me, reading Satyaprakash, getting knowledge is very easy. When we come to practice the same thing, how hard it is. It is very, very difficult thing basically. So, especially for you and me today, what I think, when we want to say work for Arya Samaj, work for the whole society, for the whole humanity, to me, this is the right time to make ourselves first Aryan, and then only we can make others Aryans. Unless and until we start using our knowledge in our practice, we cannot change our life, we cannot change the society. And if we want, we can help each other in learning. And in Upanishad it is said, Vijyatam avijyatam. One who says, I knows everything, Upanishad says, he knows nothing. And one who says, I know nothing, it means at least he knows something. And the way he knows everything means that he knows nothing. How, interesting it is to know. And there is one more shlok in Sanskrit. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinaya dhyati patratam, patratva apnoti, dhana dharmam tatah sukham. The shlok says, Vidya dadati vinayam. Say for example, this is my understanding. You and me, as a member of Arya Samaj, as a teacher of Arya Samaj, as a leader of Arya Samaj, as a worker of Arya Samaj, follower of Arya Samaj, yes, to some extent we have got knowledge. Because we have gone through Satya Prakash, we have read lots of books in Arya Samaj, we have heard lots of lectures. Certainly, I believe that we have some knowledge. So this mantra says, Vidya dadati vinayam. How do we know that you are a knowledgeable person? What is the identity of being a knowledgeable person, a wise person, better person? The slok says, Vidya dadati vinayam. More the politeness, more the knowledge we have. The identity of knowledge is politeness. The result of your knowledge is your politeness. The fruits of your knowledge is your politeness. Your knowledge should be measured in terms of the politeness. Politeness. And people say, there is one more shlok, when the tree is full of fruits, it naturally comes down. And when there are no fruits, goes up. Up means being full of ego, going up. Say another example, when the cloud is full of water, it naturally comes down to give to the world. And the empty clouds, they are moving faster than the clouds full of water. But they are far away and too high. No use of that clouds. Though they look very bright, they are very fast, they are shining. But that cloud has no politeness and therefore no use. We call it empty clouds. So now you and me, what we all should show now, we should show our knowledge in terms of politeness. We should be very, very polite. Politeness doesn't mean that you just accept what people say or you accept wrong things. No, that doesn't mean. Politeness means be truthful and be firm. And still you can show your politeness. You can show your modesty. You can show your civility. You can show your regard for others. You can show respect for others when you talk, when you speak. There are lots of ways of expressing our love, expressing our knowledge, expressing our feelings, lots of ways. And we differ in that way, basically. Unfortunately, what I think, we have got the knowledge, but we need the training to express our knowledge in a way to make it more polite, to make it more sweet, to make it more respectful, to make it more interesting, to make it more presentable. What happens when we, as Samaj people, including myself, when we talk with others, when we talk in ourselves, we become so dry, so rude, so arrogant, so stubborn, full of ego, we forget politeness. And that is what is damaging us in these days. I don't say your statements are wrong. I don't say your knowledge is wrong. I don't say you are a bad person. Not at all. I have no doubt at all. Only thing is we miss that style, that art, that modesty. Or say, in a way, in the words of Dayanand, the karuna within, that love within, the devotion within for you and for the society, for myself. We lack that. And that's why our words are not being that effective. People say, they just speak, but they are not modest people. They are very argumentative, and they always criticize, and they are not good people. They insult others, they disrespect others. However, right they are, but we don't want to be their friend. I don't want to go to Arya Samaj. Though there is Veda, though there is the Havan, though there are lots of good things, but even then they don't want to come to us. And I will tell you, you and me will not go to that place where people will insult us. will give us bad name or they speak with us rudely. Even if I want to say, please take glass of water to drink. One says, take some water and drink. Just same thing. Say, please, can I give some water, a glass of water? You feel different. The same statement, they are asking you just water, they want to serve you. But the way of service is so rude, so different. One is presentable, another is not presentable. One way you can sell your things, one way, other way you cannot sell your things. You have no marketing skill. You don't have marketing psychology. And that art, that marketing skill, that philosophy is nothing but that politeness. You remember, no? That is just the politeness. It is nothing but the politeness. You go to the shops, you go to the anywhere in the malls, every person who is going to attend you, who is going to receive you, see how modest they are, how nice they are, how sweet they are, how caring they are. Even if you phone to any company, say telephone company, any business company, those receptionists are well trained for that. They are well trained for that. How to speak, how to receive people, how to answer their questions. When customer becomes angry and nasty, how to deal with them. They are training and they never go wrong. They never go wrong. Customer always go wrong, but they think no, customer is always right and we are wrong. When you come to you and me, what we think? We are always right and all others except myself are wrong, and we cannot sell our things. My brothers and sisters, unfortunately, we people are not able to sell the knowledge of the Vedas, and people are selling, I don't want to name, but garbage outside. People are able to sell garbage outside. You and me cannot sell the diamonds in this world. What's wrong? What's wrong with you and me? We have to think of. You and me cannot doubt on the knowledge of the Vedas, the culture of the Vedas, philosophy of the Vedas, that you and me know it, the world knows it. The only problem is you and me. We are not trained for that thing. And I will tell you, including myself, though I am an Acharya, I have been not trained for the teaching of the knowledge. How to impart that knowledge to the public, to the world. I am not trained for. Just I got my degree, I was in Gurukul and I just came out of it. I am not a trained Acharya. We go into the schools, every teacher is not just a graduate, he is a graduate and he is a trained teacher. Every accountant is not just an accountant, he is an accountant plus he is a trained, experienced accountant, then he gets the degree. Every doctor comes out of the college, is not just a doctor, he has to go to the hospital, he has to take the training and then he becomes a trained doctor, internship. Unfortunately, you and me now need that internship. Being so knowledgeable, being so great, how can we impart our greatness? How to represent our greatness? And without taking more time, I want to tell you, with the help of this shloka, Vidya dadati vinayam. We are lacking that politeness, that karuna vidhi. The day you could create that karuna and that politeness within, I think there will be nothing better than Arya Samaj in this world. There is nothing better than Vedas in this world. The world will follow the Vedas automatically. And you and me need not and cannot impose that politeness on ourselves. No way. We can't impose that. If you are really a knowledgeable person, if you are really got that vidya, politeness will come automatically out of it. That will come automatically out of it. You need not say, oh, now I am knowledgeable person, now I am waiting for politeness. No way. The day you get the knowledge, you become polite. I need not say that. Politeness automatically comes there. And if you really want to be, say, a great person in this world, a saint or a seer, that knowledge, that politeness takes the form of karuna within. Karuna is a very important thing. Karuna means love for these people suffering in this world. Love and affection and devotion for the people suffering in the world. In Marathi, it is nicely said by a son. Question was, who and what made these saints and seers drink poison for the betterment of society? Who taught these saints and seers to suffer a lot for the betterment of others? Why didn't they enjoy their family life at their home nicely? Why they suffering a lot for others, what made them? The only question is, that saint says, बुडतीही जन देखवेना डोळा म्हणून कळवळा येतो मज. He says, when I see people are suffering in this world, with these eyes, my heart starts crying and I cannot stop myself helping them. I just can't stop helping them. Once, what happened? A young boy somehow fell down into a river. He was playing on the bridge and lots of people were there. Nobody, they were very annoyed and unhappy to see that. But nobody, did anything. One of them, just a stranger, all of a sudden jumped into the river and he saved that child. It was a deep water and flowing fastly, and he put himself in the risk and saved that child. So many people later on asked him, you are just a stranger, he was not your son. What made you to jump into such a dangerous river and save that child? He thought, yes, really, I don't know. Oh, somebody might have pushed you hard to jump into the river and that's why you jumped into. He said, no, nobody, pushed me. Then he said, oh, I don't know what happened within something, and I could not see that child sinking into the river and just, I could not help myself and I just jumped into it. I could not think of even my life and myself. I don't know who made it so and how it happened in my heart and I just jumped into the river. This is what we call the Karuna. All the saints and seers, they had not only the knowledge, but they had that love for the society, and that's why they drank the poison many, many times and they died for us. and they served the community. They helped the community. So this shlok says, Vidya dadati vinayam, and when you are a wise person and you are a knowledgeable person, you become automatically the polite, and then what happens? Vidya dadati vinayam vinayadhyati patrata. That politeness is your potential. That politeness is your power. That becomes your ability, your eligibility, your professionality, your strength. That politeness came out of your knowledge becomes your strength. Patrata, ability. And you and me know that. Not only knowledge, but knowledge with politeness makes you very strong, very firm. Many times knowledgeable people, cannot enjoy that knowledge, but polite people certainly enjoy their abilities and they can spread that knowledge in the world. That politeness gives you the ability, the strength. That is your inner strength. And patratva dhanam apnoti. With the help of that your potential, you become able to earn money or whatever you want in your life, the wealth, the prosperity. And out of that prosperity, you be able to do something good for the society or for yourself. That means that you can do dharma. Patratvat dhanam apnoti dhanat dharmam. With the help of that dhan, that prosperity, that ability, you can help the community. That is, you can do good deeds in your life. That is dharma. And tata sukham. And then you enjoy the happiness in our life. In short, what I feel today, if you really want to achieve that goal of happiness, and if you really want to share that happiness with the whole world, and in a way, if you want to, say, promote our mission of Arya Samaj, the mission of the Vedas, we have to be knowledgeable. Once again, I want to say, we are not knowledgeable. We have informations. We have informations regarding Vedas. We have informations regarding this light of truth. We remember some sentences of light of truth, but you and me are not knowledgeable, we are not wise at all. I should not say like this, but because we are at home, we should introspect ourselves, we should go within ourselves. Otherwise, if you are a knowledgeable person, where is your politeness? If there is politeness, where is your ability? Where is your then prosperity? Where is your dharma? And where is your happiness? Where is happiness? Fruits, there are no fruits. Certainly it means something is lacking behind. Now you and me should really and practically learn the art of imparting knowledge, being a really wise person in our practical life, and being polite and being modest, taking the training how to be a good pracharak, how to be a good teacher of Arya Samaj, and how we can help Arya Samaj in our own capacity. Because everybody has a different capacity, different ability. And for that purpose, we have to start with ourselves. I think if we just start thinking about ourselves, how to make myself, the first aim is to make ourselves, and at the moment in Arya Samaj, we are lacking the spiritual practice process. Just chanting of mantra will not help us to that extent. So we need to follow, say, the eightfold system of yoga in our life. Means we have to start something in our life to develop ourselves spiritually and be really a nice person. Especially in Arya Samaj, I want to say, basically, being bit blunt, we are not nice people at the moment. We can be nice people, we have got the potential, but yet we are not the nice people. We have lots of problems. You and me are just uncooked, in the uncooked form. We are in the process of being nice, but we are not nice at all, because we cannot show grace anywhere, because we cannot show modesty anywhere, because we cannot make many good friends. And this is how we are now unable to help the mission of Arya Samaj. We don't know what to do, exactly how to help. We need something more than that with which we can succeed in the mission. And this is a so difficult thing, it is very difficult how to tie a bell in the neck of the cat. And I think no rat up to now could tie that bell in the neck of the cat. So you yourself, I myself can help each other. Ourselves together. If you say, you do it, I can't do that. If I say, you do it for me, you can't do it. We ourselves can do it for ourselves. And this is the only way, I think. If we come together like this, if we come together, we can help each other to some extent. Say, we can get motivation, we can get reminder, or we can impart some knowledge from each other. And in such a lovely atmosphere, in such a spiritual atmosphere, in such a missionary atmosphere, somehow we can mold ourselves to some extent, and your personal effort will certainly help you. After all, this life is a lonely way where you yourself have to walk on. I cannot lead your life. You cannot lead my life. Everybody is following his own way of life, doing his own karmas, and reaping his own fruits, consequences in the life. Somehow, because of some goodness or some similar thinking or some similar spirit, we are here and we can do together a lot. You and me, we can't do much, but together we can do a lot. In Hindi it is said, "Ek ka boja, das ki lathi." If you are there and if there are, say, 100 sticks to pick them up, that is a big load for one. He might not be able to pick them up and take to the home. But if there are 100 people, that big load can be just small stick for everybody. So 100 sticks for one will be a big load, and 100 sticks for 100 will be just a stick. Just a stick. And brothers and sisters, the work of Arya Samaj, the mission of Arya Samaj, the mission of humanity is just like a big load. It's a very heavy load. You and me alone cannot pick it up and help that mission. But we together, yes, we together can do a lot more than you and me on our own. So my today's last word is you and me, and many more. Even the Shuddhanand in his Satyar Prakash, in his literature, you see, in his lectures in Pune, Upadesh Manjari, he said, at the moment the world is suffering too much, and especially the Indian people are suffering a lot. And the stage has gone beyond, basically. So he says, he asked question himself. He said, if you all ask me, is there any solution to this difficult problem, this worst problem now? Can we do anything still now? He says, yes. Answer is yes. But it is difficult. He says, answer is yes, but it is difficult. So he said, the difficulty is, he said, the Shastri, भाई शास्त्री लोग हठ करते हैं. भाई शास्त्री लोग, mean the pandits, the leaders, the mullahs and the Maulavis, these people become a bit stubborn. Instead of giving and guiding people the truth, they lead them on the path of bad traditions or ignorance or something. Their motive is not to help them, but the selfish motive. And therefore, I request them, what he says, you read that part, Rishadanand says, so I request all the Shastris, his words are Shastris, Pandits, and you come together and be impartial and decide what is right, what is wrong for the society. You preach the same to the society one way. In another way, he says, translate the knowledge of the Vedas in the different languages of the world and take that knowledge to the scholars, to the intelligent people, to the leaders of the world in different countries. And this is how you spread this word of the Vedas in the whole world. And this is a very, very big thing. I myself cannot do that thing. And therefore, I request you, brothers and sisters, please help me in this mission. Share my mission and try to spread this goodness and this word in the whole world. And then only we can reach to some goal, some destiny. Otherwise, a person like me who is so weak, so small, cannot succeed in this mission. And today, I just repeat the words of Rishadanand somehow spontaneously. I remembered these words and his feelings, If Dayanand would have been here now, he would have been said the same words for us. I think now for you and me, the words of Rishadanand will be the guidelines, and being united together, and only being united together, we can pick up such a big load and we can show some good results to the world, and we all can make this world heaven. Otherwise, it is very, very difficult.